Don't be afraid to show some ankles.
I'm never afraid to show the ankles. What is up, everybody, and welcome into the Friday night DNVR Nuggets pregame show. This is the Friday of Friday shows for the Nuggets all season. This might be the most Friday show.
This is the Friday of the season.
This is the Friday of the season. It is the Friday.
So good.
Wow, Eric's so good at this.
This guy.
We're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Download it now. Use promo code DNVR when you do, because later in the show, we're going to be providing you some great bets. And I'm going to tell you what, we have a twist on the bets tonight, and it involves utter humiliation from everybody on this panel.
Yeah, we're going to get real far out of our comfort zone, make fun of each other, and drink.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty much in our
punitive.
comfort zone.
It's
Yeah.
like right up our alley.
It's not that new, is it?
Yeah, it's punitive, but it's fun.
It is fun. We have a wacky game tonight, guys. Nuggets at Pistons. Do they want to win? We don't know. We're going to talk about that, how weird tonight can get across the NBA. We're also going to be talking about the Longbois tonight. Maybe the last chance ever. Tonight or Sunday, the last chance ever for our dream of the Longbois to come
We've
true.
really milked every segment possible out of the Longbois conversation. We've
really
done
have.
our job. I mean, we've done our job.
It's on you, Malone.
Yeah.
Carry us home.
It is. It is.
done
on
all
I
Malone.
do like how
Yeah.
the long boys are just different people all the time.
But they get longer.
Right.
It was Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
They all
it's just-
fit under the same
They-
subcategory.
The
of
long
player.
boys and the mini lads are entirely interchangeable.
It's so true. We're also going to talk about the Hall of Fame. This weekend, big Hall of Fame one. We're going to talk about the guys going in, but more importantly, Jokic have a chance at the Hall of Fame? Yes. Does Jamal Murray? Does Michael Porter? Anybody else? We're going to get there. But first, game notes. Wind, explain this to me. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, so the Nuggets might not want to win this game to game the system and get the playoff matchup they want.
They should not want to. I don't know if they do want to, but they
Yeah.
should not want to.
I mean, I can tell you from the lineup they're going to be putting out there and from who's playing tonight, they're going to roll the Pistons no matter what. I mean, the Pistons have everybody out. Jeremy Grant is out. Mason Plumlee is out. Dennis Smith Jr., Isaiah Stewart, Rodney McGruder, Corey pretty much
Did you just stop? Did you get tired of reading the
everybody
injury
who
report?
you
also,
think
you
is
were-
on the Pistons is out tonight.
I swear to God, you were just making up names halfway through that.
Hamadou Diallo. Do you even know who that is?
I still don't.
He's questionable.
He's questionable. He
Yeah,
might play.
so he might be playing.
But so if he's out, we've talked a lot. A lot of teams have gone into games with only 9 guys available. The Pistons will have 9 guys out tonight.
Wow.
If Diallo doesn't
How
play.
many players are they? Is this their 7?
It's basically like
Don't put those two things in the same sentence.
it's like they're 7, only they're trying to lose. In Detroit right now has the second worst record in the NBA. They've got the 50 losses, only the 20 wins. If they get the win tonight, they end up tying the 3rd and 4th seed or 4th worst teams, Oklahoma City and Orlando. Yeah. Odds could take a little bit of a hurt there.
That makes sense because Jeremy Grant said he did want. It was about winning. His decision to go to the Pistons.
One last dig in there before we get out.
No, that's not even. That's certainly not my last dig.
Okay, all right, there will be more digs.
We got a long night ahead of us. Let's be honest.
So Detroit wants to lose. Denver should want to lose. We don't know what their approach is going to be tonight quite yet. What about Denver?
So Nikola Jokic, from all reports, is playing. He was not on the injury report today. I
Then
haven't
Denver's
seen
winning.
Yeah, it's a
the
tough
starting
start for
lineup
the whole
yet.
losing thing.
What's the fewest minutes Jokic could play tonight that would ensure they're going to win this game? 8?
2.
I was even thinking less than that. Like, if he starts the game, Denver's probably
Yeah,
winning.
if Jokic,
Because he's going to play up until the first whistle, so 4 minutes at least.
If Jokic-
That's
yeah.
probably 10-5.
if Jokic comes in,
It's probably 10-5-2.
if Jokic comes in, takes the opening tip, loses it.
Yeah.
There's a foul. He comes out, still guarantees a Nuggets victory.
Yeah.
Might be true.
So he's in. Michael Porter Jr. is in. He's playing after resting the other night or last night.
Okay.
Aaron Gordon's out. Facu Campazzo also out. Monte Morris is back. PJ Dozier and Will Barton still out. So Denver's got a lot of guys. They got a lot of guys that can put the ball in the hoop. I think they'll have a pretty easy time tonight against the Pistons.
So it's Facu's out for rest officially. That's the actual reason. AG, they're saying it's right calf tightness, but I think it's probably something closer to
Yeah,
rest.
he's been on the injury report with that for the last game or so, so it's probably a little legit.
And then the
The usuals.
The usuals.
Will Barton, PJ Dozier. But Monte Morris back, the homecoming, playing in front of friends and family tonight in Detroit. He's from Flint, Michigan, obviously, so I would predict a big Monte night.
That's right.
Maybe there's some prop bets on Monte. Probably not, but maybe.
If only there was some way to know this.
We'll find out together.
We'll find out
Live
in
on the
around
show.
20 minutes.
So honest question here. What is it that we're looking at tonight? I mean, I do think that it does Denver is in a position where the Clippers are resting everybody tonight. Clippers are tanking tonight, guys. Don't want to.
Well,
I hope I'm not spoiling anything. They are
Yeah.
tanking tonight.
they are tanking. I did see Serge Ibaka is playing.
He is gonna
tonight
play.
after missing 30 games.
Yeah, but Serge Ibaka is like the type. He's like the perfect guy to play because he's not going to carry a team.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? He's a great player, but he's not like he's in, they're going to win.
No, they just want to dust the cobwebs off.
100% what they want to do with him. So they're trying to, and if Denver passes them, Denver becomes the 3 seed and then is in serious danger of either playing the Lakers, in that first round, or even, it sounds not that important, but they might match up with the Lakers in the second round and help the Clippers avoid a Lakers-Clippers second round. So it sounds silly, but if you really are talking about objectively the best thing for Denver to do, it would be losing this one and trying to lock in either a Lakers-Clippers first round or a Lakers and Clippers second round.
Oh, my God.
Which would be smart. So it's a bummer. They're in a dumb spot.
It is hilarious. I like that we are past the point of just talking about basketball.
That's so true.
It's like, what do you want to happen tonight? It's like, I don't know, the thing that affects the thing that happens next week. Tonight is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear the starting lineup?
Yes.
Let's hear it. Oh, I can't wait.
Nikola Jokic starting.
Okay.
All right.
Michael Porter Jr. starting.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
man.
Austin Rivers still starting.
Okay. I
Losing
expected it.
stunks are
All right.
in the tank.
We've got
gets
two
exciting here.
starters left.
Oh, I can't wait.
Marcus Howard.
All right, let's go.
Starting
Bryce
at
Howard.
point guard.
Wow.
He's
Popped
fucking
his top.
starting?
Wow.
And the fourth or the fifth and final starter, Vlatko Čančar.
What?
No, man, this is, you know what? Malone is trying so hard to tank without tanking. I love it. He's not giving
Yeah.
us the Longbois. So
Malone,
that's
tell
too
me you're
bad.
tanking without
Yeah,
telling
tell
me
me
you're
you're
tanking.
tanking without telling me you're tanking.
I honestly think with the team the Nuggets are playing tonight in Detroit, Nikola Jokic could not be playing, but if Michael Porter's playing, Denver's winning this game.
If he's not playing, they might win this game. That's how crazy it is.
Yeah, like they don't need Jokic. They might not even need Porter.
All right, well, how many minutes is Jokic playing tonight, Wind?
Dude, I'm not going to make a guess on this because
Dev got burned on this bad.
based on what was said
So
last
true.
night in the post game, Michael Malone was like, if he's playing, he's playing.
Oh, God. All
But
right.
the good news is, if this is a close game, it's not going to be a close game. But so under that scenario, he's obviously resting in the fourth quarter, maybe parts of the third quarter.
Oh, I can't wait to take Michael Porter threes tonight.
Yeah.
If this is a close game, I might just walk in the middle of Colfax. And
So DraftKings isn't going to have it listed, but I need to structure my night around Marcus Howard overs somehow.
I know.
I need that in my life.
Ooh, that would be fun.
There's something there. If you think
These
there's
bets
something-
are
I
gonna
would
get
take
so
Marcus
silly.
Howard over 20 shot attempts.
Yeah.
20.
All right.
Wow.
It's going to be a lot.
I mean, that could happen, but man.
Well, one thing that didn't happen in that report was the Longbois. We hope that tonight, if ever there was a night, and let me just establish what the Longbois are, because the Nuggets might have the longest of boys that they've ever had with JaVale now in tow. JaVale, Jokic, Bol, Michael Porter. First of all, what are the odds, Eric, we see all four of them on the court together tonight?
Dude, I have no idea. I can't believe Bol did not play last night. Is Bol going to play tonight?
Is he in Detroit? Is he still on the team?
If Michael Malone regards Bol as a player that he can play in an NBA basketball game, I believe.
Did he bring his jersey?
Oh, jeez.
Was he allowed to bring his jersey? What did he?
Did they hide his jersey
Did he
from him?
travel with the team? Is the better question.
I asked if we're going to see the Longbois. Are we going to see it tonight? What are the odds?
No,
They're
we're not
definitely
going
below 50%. What would you give the percentages at?
I'm going to say 25%.
25%. Wow,
That's
way
a
too
weird.
high.
That
40.
combination. That
I'll say
combination.
40%.
That's specific.
40% chance we see that combination of four players. I don't even know who the fifth one would be.
Jokic, Porter, Bol, and who?
JaVale.
30%.
JaVale also born in Flint, by the way. Surprised he didn't
Oh,
get the
wow.
start.
Oh, yeah. You thought who'd get the start?
I would
Yeah,
probably
why are
put
they
it
not starting
closer
JaVale?
to 10% than 20.
I don't know.
I'm going 3%.
Why, Eric?
I want it so bad. I want those four with Marcus Howard, and I know I'm not going to get it, but that's what I want.
I think there is a chance that we could see three of the four. I think
Yeah.
we could see Michael Porter and Bol
Yeah,
together tonight, which would almost be enough. And then Jokic or JaVale would probably be on the court during that same time.
I'm just trying to imagine Bol and Jokic playing together. That is the
beautiful.
most.
Especially in a lineup that has no choice but to run like pick and roll with them. Like think about those combos. You can't not pass it to him in those. So
Yeah, I'm updating my prediction to 0%.
Okay. So here's the thing. Malone has done a great job coaching this team. But this is a big L for him. This was a great night for him to get really, really weird and do some really crazy things. And maybe we'll see it.
In his mind, he probably did. Like Marcus Howard's starting.
Yeah.
Flacco's starting.
I think those are tank jobs.
Yeah.
He could have tanked with Bull at shooting guard, though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You think Vlatko's a tank job? Because I think Vlatko is the guy he trusts the most out of his options.
Vlatko's a tank job in that he's a human tank.
Well, he is a tank. He's
Yeah,
very thick.
Flacco's the win now option over Bowl. For
Yeah,
example.
Vlatko's
I
the
agree
guy
with
Malone trusts the most, I think.
Kale, can you
I
punch
think
that
that's
through for
him
a second?
trying to win.
Just for the listeners who don't know, we've really seen it a true long boy lineup.
that
only
was a long
once.
boy lineup. That's not really, though.
3
Because-
long boys.
Yeah, but the reason it's not is
It's
because
just
those are
5
just all
centers.
bigs.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not
That's
what
a
the
good
long
point.
boys are.
Yeah.
Like Porter's an actual guard or wing. I mean,
All right, you can pull it down, Kale.
Anyway, so I'm bummed. I mean, this is our best chance. This and maybe Sunday, our best chance to
Maybe
see the
Sunday.
actual long boys, because I do think after that, we will never see it.
Yeah. One shot.
It's
one
po-
opportunity.
It's possible, guys, and I'm just spitballing here, that Malone doesn't give a rat's ass about our long boy thing.
Well, not only is it possible,
Just-
he
just laugh out
aggressively.
loud.
I have a feeling he might have been keyed in on this very show, saying, "Hey, you know what
Yep.
they like," and he's like, "I will never give it to them."
Yeah.
Malone.
They're going to talk about the long boys tonight.
We're gonna talk about the long
Malone, we
boys.
know you're watching. Come on, bro. Give us a little
What do you
love.
think Malone's facial expression would be if you uttered the word long boy to him?
Derek, when you read the text of this show aloud to Michael Malone, let us know how he
Long
reacts.
boy.
Anyway, Bowl. Last night we set the over/under at 13 minutes. We all took the over. We were all wrong. Tonight, Brendan, set the over/under for Bowl minutes tonight.
5?
We going over or under 5?
Over.
Jeds? I'm going over. Tonight's the night.
It's always the night.
It is it's the second night of a. Were they saving Bol for the second night of a back-to-back? Is that what happened last
He's
night?
not starting.
Yo,
Over
Yeah,
or under 5 minutes.
yeah. It's going to be over.
You got to go over. Come
It's
on,
going to be
5
over
minutes?
just a little
Guys,
bit. Yeah.
it was 0 last time.
I'm launching an investigation if he doesn't play 5 minutes. Officially launching an investigation.
I'm going 13 minutes, and you know what? I'm going to get a little crazy. I'm going 11 points.
What?
Oh, he's definitely going
Whoa.
to come out firing. I'll tell you
11
that.
points from Bowl tonight. What's a career high for Bowl, actually?
1 offensive rebound.
One offensive rebound.
I do
remember.
need a Bowl 3 in my life.
Yeah.
I feel like the universe owes us at least one.
Man, if we
more
could take Bowl threes tonight, I would be all over it.
Listen, we know you took Jamal Murray's ACL. Just give us one
One
end of the
goddamn
season bowl game.
in that not garbage time, in a garbage game.
All right, we'll move it on now, guys, to the Hall of Fame. This weekend, of course, the induction. We got 3 big timers. This is a great class. This is an all-timer. Of course, the headline of this class is Kobe Bryant. Obviously well-deserved. First ballot. It's going to be an emotional weekend, I think, just
Yeah.
because of that.
ESPN might shut down.
ESPN might shut down. We're going to have Jordan introducing him, which will be another just like, I think about
Oh my
iconic
God.
like moments in NBA, not on the court, but off the, this will be one of them. You also get Tim Duncan, guys, the big fundamental. Jokic's closest comp, in my personal opinion. He's the spiritual successor to Tim Duncan.
It's so funny how I internally and vicariously feel connected to Tim Duncan now.
Yeah.
Could not have less to do with
So
Tim
true.
Duncan.
It's
I
so
became
true.
That's
such
my
a
boy.
bigger Tim Duncan guy over the last
Yeah.
5-6 years.
That's our guy.
And then, of course, Kevin Garnett. I was thinking about this, by the way,
Who's
earlier.
not a Jokic.
Not a Jokic
not-
comp.
yeah.
I was thinking about Embiid, AD, and Jokic, and they're like the spiritual successor. Jokic, the spiritual successor to Tim Duncan. I think Anthony Davis, a little bit of a spiritual successor to KG. You think about the versatile defense and shooting or whatever. And then, what was the last one? Embiid, maybe like the Shaq, the spiritual successor to Shaq.
Shaq.
So
Yeah.
a little bit there. So I was kind of think of it like they're all similar in a way, even though they're not actually similar one-to-one.
Jokic
The eras
could
are
also
different.
just be the successor to Wilt Chamberlain.
It's so true, dude.
Most athletic guy ever.
All these lists are
Yeah.
just going to be
Super
wilted
athletes.
Yeah, later on they'll be like, it's always Jokic when you talk about these stats.
Oh,
It's always Jokic.
You know what will be funny, and this actually probably will happen, is for the next 40 years we'll start having stats that are like, he's the first player to ever do it since Jokic.
Yeah.
But Jokic is like a ghost.
Can you imagine what the myths about Jokic are going to be in like 50 years? One night he rode a horse to a game.
I'm going to confirm all of them.
For me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
He used to smoke cigarettes at halftime. That's true, kids.
One game he
That's
actually
true.
played with a blindfold on. Like it actually happened.
But with this weekend, guys, do you have any anticipation or any? What's your excitement level when going into this night for the Hall of Fame? Does it mean anything to you?
I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't even know it was this weekend until
wow.
like
All right.
yesterday. So it was totally off my radar. But now I'm super into it. I can't wait to see what Tim Duncan's speech is. Like, I feel like we've never really heard Tim Duncan talk. And then I'm curious to see what Kevin Garnett's speech is, because I feel like it's going to be the total opposite of what
He
Tim
cries,
Duncan's
right?
is.
Kevin Garnett's going to cry at one point.
I
in
think
that
so.
speech.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get like two ends of the spectrum there. So yeah, I'm excited for the speeches for sure.
Like, usually I don't even tune in for the Hall of Fame. I catch the clips
Yeah,
later or
yeah.
whatever. But
Well,
I'm gonna tune in.
Well, the Kobe thing, I think. Is there
Yeah.
any, at the risk of seeming naive or inappropriate, can anyone get any sort of sense of closure to this? Like, there was, I don't know, Michael talking about Kobe in a celebratory way in that place, in that environment where he's sort of like enshrined. Is that a sort of goodbye moment that is something we can all latch onto,
I just think it'll be big. I mean, Jordan and Kobe are like two. If you just talk about star power,
Yeah.
not talent or whatever, just star power.
So,
I honestly
so
think they're one, too.
Jordan's presenting Kobe.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time Michael Jordan like made a public
Well, the eulogy, to be
appearance?
honest, or the funeral.
It's always like a huge deal if MJ's doing that.
Dude,
sort of
MJ
thing.
did it right, man. His mystique is just so
Yeah.
big, in large part because he just stays out of the spotlight. He's really great at avoiding it, and then when he does
totally.
talk, it's like the biggest deal.
It's an event anytime he talks.
Oh yeah, if you want to be like an intriguing man of mystery, like just be quiet,
yeah.
and then when you open your mouth, you remove all doubt, as they say.
But the only two times I can remember MJ talking were the Kobe eulogy and his
Hall of Fame
Hall
speech.
of Fame.
The Crying Jordan night.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe after that he was like,
I'm
gonna
done. I'm
cool
out of
it.
here. Another maybe more interesting question for Nuggets fans. Who has a chance of making it in the Hall of Fame currently on the Denver Nuggets roster, and what are those odds? We'll start with Jokic, who clearly
99%, and the one is that he decides to do horses instead.
Or that
starting
he takes a
tomorrow.
political stance against it or something. That's the only way he doesn't get in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If Jokic's career goes long enough, he's in. And people, I think, don't realize that. Like, oh, he's just now turning into this MVP guy. The first 4 years of his career, like the raw numbers that he's put up, it's Hall of Fame stuff.
The other thing to mention is that the NBA Hall of Fame is the easiest of all of the Hall of Fames
really
to get
is.
into.
Well, there's that.
There's never the acrimony. There's never like the argument. It's like if you get mentioned, it's like,
especially as
come
an
on, bro.
international player,
Totally.
like he could become, he could have like 4 silver medals. Maybe he gets a gold medal in one of these tournaments or something, and
Yeah,
and
but it's not like
nobody
the Baseball Hall of Fame. They have basically guarded with old white guys with sticks. There was like no one's getting in here.
Also, I think there's only a handful of MVPs that have ever not won.
I don't think there's any.
I thought there was one or two, but maybe I'm wrong.
I was just trying to look it up, and everybody was talking like, is Derrick Rose going to be the only MVP not to make it in the Hall of Fame?
Dude, he'll definitely make the Hall of Fame.
Jokic is a lock. Okay, we can
Yeah.
move on. The next one for you, next most likely,
Oh, Porter.
Michael Porter.
Michael Porter. Just a special scorer. And think of all that went wrong for him and how he still just kicked
Yeah.
the door down, busted on the scene, and is already a guy that you game plan for defensively. So there's the longevity concerns.
Odds.
The odds are low because of the injury stuff and the longevity concerns. So it's way lower, but it's on the table. What would you, just 20 to 30%?
I would probably say way lower.
Way
it's
lower.
just like
I'm bad at odds,
he's
bro.
going to have to.
I can't.
I mean, you can either get championships or you can get MVPs. And so, like, Yoke's good to go because he's going to have the MVP. Like, he's going to have the ticket. Like, if the Nuggets, like, don't win championships, can Porter win an MVP? Yeah, he could. He could. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
So I'd say lower, probably like single digits for me.
Yeah, I don't know. See how it goes. I mean, his career
Eric's
could be
not wanting to answer these hypotheticals.
Well, I don't
today.
know. Like I don't know. I mean, I just don't even know how to quantify that. He's absolutely got the talent.
Right.
It's the question for him is longevity. Like, is his career going to be, I don't even want to say.
All right. Like, you guys are all being cowards. You want my hot take? 50%.
What?
50%. I'm being serious. Like, I feel about Michael Porter the same way I feel about Jokic. I think Jokic is the better player, but I feel the same way where I'm like, we're all reserving our takes. Remember, we used to do the hot box and hot takes after games like 5 years ago, and we're like, what if he was good enough to be an MVP? And it was all true. And I feel the same way. Like, we watch Porter, and it's like, is he a 45% 3-point shooter?
Yeah.
Like, he is. Yes, he is so far in his career, but is that just what he is for his career? I'm like, why do we have evidence? There's no evidence that he's not that. And like the fact that he's 6'10 and hyper athletic, like, I think he might be a 25 point per game scorer next year.
That's it. If you ask me, is he a Hall of Fame level scorer? I say yes all day long.
Sure.
So why not? Why not?
The 50% of this really just comes down to like the Denver market, health, how far can they go? But like,
what kind of teams is he going to be on?
You win a championship or two,
long-term?
you win a scoring title or two, and then you sustain this for a good 8 to 10 years. Like, I'm sorry, that's a Hall of Fame caliber player.
He's going to compile enough stats with that.
I just think it's hard to keep him from scoring. The Nuggets have done everything in their power to keep Michael Porter from scoring for 2 years, and he's scoring 20 points a game, like 45%. He's primed for the breakout.
True.
Jamal Murray, Eric.
Jamal Murray, I think, has another really good chance.
Wow.
I think. I mean, when I think of Hall of Fame players, I think of like the player that you need to describe any one era of the NBA, and Jamal Murray already has like really iconic moments that he created last year. Like, Jamal Murray's time in the bubble was as iconic as it gets. Like, we had the image of him kneeling, like that could go into the Hall of Fame. Like, I just think that again with him, we're gonna have to see what it looks like when he comes back from this injury, if he can regain the pace that he was on. But he absolutely has the talent. Absolutely.
Yeah, you kind of sold me on Porter. I'd probably say Murray. I mean, they're probably at the same level because Murray's going to compile so many stats because the guy's been playing like 20-plus minutes a game since he came into the league as a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
So he's going to compile a ton of stats, and you've got to think he's going to be in Denver alongside Nikola Jokic for the next, at least 5 years or so?
I don't think at least, but likely, yeah. Several years.
So he's going to be on a contending team and in the position to win titles. Is he going to win an MVP? Probably not. But he's going to win a lot of games and have the chance to win championships.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Nuggets would have to win multiple rings because like the averages would never.
I do think multiple.
If the Nuggets, I'm not saying become the Spurs dynasty, but if they win like 2 and 5 years or so, and then it's, Parker, Ginobili, Duncan, Murray, Porter, Jokic.
I see. To me, that's what it is. They need to become the Spurs. They probably need 4 or 5. They need to be a 50-win team every single year, and they need to stay together like that. There's so many good guards, and like when we talk about, is Jamal Murray a top 10 guard right now? When you start making the list, it's like, man, there's a lot. Are they all Hall of Famers? No. And that's how hard it is to get into the Hall of Fame as a guard specifically and during this era. So for me, I think it's more like 5% for Murray.
Yeah.
And I think he could be a great, great player. His ceiling to me is just a little bit lower. Now, that being said, he did have 50 twice in the bubble. Maybe he's been great in every playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe he is just a guy whose regular season stats don't stand out, but every playoffs it's like this guy does that. That's his best path, but it would have to come with Nuggets winning as well.
And if he has a rep as, he is an incredible playoff performer, like that's going to carry him a long way in those types of conversations.
This almost feels like blasphemy with Jokic, but there's a non-zero chance Jamal Murray could win a Finals MVP as well.
Right.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That's
And there's only a couple Finals MVPs who aren't in the Hall of Fame.
Well,
Chauncey Billups is one of them. Who should be in.
Had that Clippers series been the Finals, Jamal Murray
he
would have
won the
MVP.
So, interesting point from the comments, speaking of guards. Facu Campazzo, because of all of his international...
Woo! Ooh, Facu. Could Facu be there?
Player of the decade?
Well, we can't speak to this. People get mad when we say it. Have you ever noticed the comments on YouTube? There's all these people, I'm guessing non-Argentinians, that are like, he was not the player of the decade. Fake news or something.
Yeah.
So whatever the player of the decade award was is
The guy has an arena named after him.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, we're
probably
talking
a
about
city soon.
It's just his name too.
Yeah.
The arena.
The truth is, we don't know how to quantify that because he's not going to get in as an NBA player. He's going to get in as a basketball player.
Right.
And we really just don't know his European and South American career well enough to be able to say that.
We're the wrong people.
We're the wrong people to
talk
ask. So
about it.
maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe if he has, he's already 30. That's another thing.
29, right?
29. Like, if he was going to play another 10 plus years in the league, then maybe, but I don't know.
I got one more for you. Michael Malone. Long shot, but
Well, I don't know anything about the precedent for coaching.
becoming an iconic coach. And what's funny is we always talk about the Nuggets being the Spurs, the Popovich Duncan thing. If Michael Malone's the coach of the Denver Nuggets for the entirety of
The Jokic era.
of the Jokic era, he is going to have he's going to be a top 10 all-time winningest coach.
Wow.
I mean, you think about how many years it takes to to do that. He
There's
would do
also
that.
like this. It's the Denver Nuggets. They have never played in the finals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if he's a guy that helps take that group over the top, that's got to be a real feather. In
I
his-
like Malone's odds better than Jamal Murray's.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, but I hear the logic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for the Malone Jokic combination, like those two can drive one another to the Hall of Fame.
That's
You
so
want
true.
another
I'd say
take
there.
here? Let's assume the Team USA continues to do things the way they can. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the coach of the Nuggets. They win a championship,
Wow.
or whatever. If you talk 7 years from now, like who else would be the heir to the throne? He's
Wow.
exactly the type of person they look for there. He's a strong leader, has a lot of national pride, this or that. I would not be at all surprised.
Good rep among the star players in the league.
Good
Dude.
star players love him. Love
Dude,
him.
That's a sneaky good
Michael
take.
Malone, if
I
he
have,
hangs on,
I have a sneaky question.
okay.
I don't know. Brad Stevens?
Yeah, I was thinking about Brad
Just
Stevens.
kidding.
Does-
No way, he's on the outside.
I'm kidding.
Is
Yeah.
current Nugget Paul Millsap, would he ever be in consideration for the Hall of Fame?
No chance.
No chance.
No.
No, he's a 4-time All-Star. I love him, but the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame is
right.
tough. He was an Eastern Conference 4-time. All right, we have to get on to our last. We have to get on to bets, guys.
Let's bet.
Let's bet because this game
who are we
is so
betting
weird. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. There
First
is an
quarter.
odds boost tonight, and I will just give you guys my take. The odds boost is you get a 50% boost on any bet every day this month. DraftKings gives you some 25, 50, or 100%. Today it's 50%. I'm taking the Houston Rockets +8. I think the Clippers are really trying to tank this one. Houston has no reason not to win because they're so far the worst record in the NBA.
Have you seen Houston's injury report though?
It doesn't matter.
I think they might still be not trying to win
Look,
this game.
I think the Clippers are less shameless, less shameful, more shameful. They have less shame than the Denver Nuggets.
After all of that, I have no idea what you mean.
I think the Clippers are going to take
Someone's
this one.
Someone's full of shit.
I think they're going to take this one for real because
So-
they are terrified of the Lakers and they are cowards.
You should just take the money line then.
I tried, but there's the thing where it's like the odds can't be too
Oh, you're
crazy.
gonna win too much
You're going to win
money?
too much. DraftKings is like, don't do this to us. We can't handle it.
Yeah.
Eric, do you want to walk? Is there any bets that you really want us to make, or do you want us to do our fun bit here?
Yo, I mean, really, the only thing I feel comfortable about is that first quarter bet.
Oh, yeah.
Bet,
You know what? It's a
bet,
great bet.
Bet the Nuggets to win the first quarter.
You know what? You talked me
that
into
they're
it.
because we're getting the starters.
Can I do like an alternate
Porter.
line on the first quarter?
Dude, that's a great
You can.
idea.
Yeah, you can. It's at last time I checked, it was Nuggets -3. But you could buy it down to 2 or 1.
Can I go like
Minus
Nuggets
-5.5.
-5.5?
Yeah, let's do it, Wind. In the first quarter at least.
Can I
Oh,
do
you
one?
want to increase it? Yeah.
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 You know,
Plus
you guys
155.
do that. I'm just going to put my $25 bet on.
Honestly,
regular.
Wind, I have half a mind to call that my lock of the night.
Wow.
The lock of the night.
If at bare minimum,
They might win the first quarter by 20.
Porter and Jokic try to win quarter
Like,
one.
what are we doing
the whole
here?
Guys,
game,
Michael
whatever,
Porter
but-
three's 3.5. I don't know if he's going to play that much, but you know what? I'm taking it. Why?
remember-
because
because
it's
it's a
Friday,
fun bet.
and I love betting on it.
And
Fun
the last
Friday
time,
bet.
and the last time he played, he hit 3 threes in the first 5 minutes.
That's
of the game.
true. He might do it. He might do it.
He also didn't play last night. He's probably a little antsy.
But to make this segment a little bit more fun, because tonight's game is so ridiculous, we have put every player who is active tonight, their name into a hat. And if that player scores 10 points, we'll have to take a shot or do some form of penalty to be named. Who is
I'm
it? Who is
so
it?
happy.
Read out who you got.
None other than Flacco, the Burninator Chance.
I
my
got.
God.
Oh, I got The long boy himself, Bol.
10 points.
Good luck.
We're all gonna pull 3
Oh,
of these.
God.
We're all gonna pull 3 of these.
Wait, we do or don't want them to score?
I got Austin Rivers.
Austin Rivers.
Oh, that's
I
a
just
good
got
one.
Monte Morris. I like this. My roster. It's going to be a
keep going.
3-man roster for everybody. 10 points.
Oh my! Each one of them scores 10.
Each one of them.
I got Bol and J Mike.
So you, Bol, J. Mike.
sober.
Yeah, you're going to go home very sober.
sure.
I'm
I got Josh
screwed.
Jackson. Let's go.
Yeah, well, he's definitely getting it. I got JaVale McGee.
I have Vlaco and MPJ.
Oh, you got MPJ as a lock. Here we go. 10
me Jokic.
points. Oh, I love this.
I know who I want here.
Friend of the show, Zeke Najee.
Friend of the show, Zeke Najee.
I love that
gonna-
Zeke
he's not
Najee
gonna-
guy.
I love
Such
Zeke
a nice
Najee,
kid.
man.
He's good
Great
at finance.
I got Killian Hayes. I'm probably going to get
you're
actually
gonna-
drunk
You
tonight.
will get that one.
I think this is Marcus.
Marcus.
Marcus
I got
Howard.
former Nugget Tyler Cook. All right, last one. We got to get out of here.
the North-South legend, Tyler Cook.
Oh, wait. Did we already get 3?
Tyler Cook.
Yeah, we got 3 each, I think.
Oh, is that your 4th?
that was my 4th, yeah.
You don't need it. All right. The rest of them can stay in the bag. All right. Keep your guys' names. In the post-game show tonight, guys, we will draw penalties. Shotgun a beer. Take a shot.
Oh, boy.
Compliment somebody on the panel. Kale's going to come up with penalties.
That's the darkest penalty of all. Having to compliment one of us.
Yeah, we don't do that
Thanks
here.
for tuning in, everybody. We're going to see you guys after the game right here. Friday Night Lounge. You're not going to want to miss it. I promise.
You guys are the best.
Oh.
Oh, thanks.